Which country is the second largest in the world? Canada. Which country is the smallest in Asia? Maldives. What is the deepest known point in the Earth's oceans? Challenger Deep. Which ocean is the second largest after the Pacific? Atlantic Ocean. Which is the second longest river in the world? Amazon River. Which desert covers a large part of southern Africa? Kalahari Desert. Which island is the largest in the Mediterranean Sea? Sicily. Which continent has the smallest population? Australia. Which place on Earth holds the record for the highest temperature ever recorded? Furnace Creek. What is the highest capital city in the world? La Paz. What is the second most populous country in the world? China. How many members are currently in the United Nations? 193. Which continent is the only one located in all four hemispheres? Africa. Which country is known as the Land of the Rising Sun? Japan. Which planet is known for its prominent rings? Saturn. Which country is famous for its fjords and Viking history? Norway. What is the name of the desert that covers parts of Utah and Nevada? Great Basin Desert. On which continent is the Amazon rainforest mostly located? South America. What is the name of the famous waterfall located on the border of the US and Canada? Niagara Falls. How many stars are on the flag of the United States? 50. Which country invented the modern concept of paper money? China. Which famous landmark in London is a clock tower? Big Ben. Which country in South America has two capital cities? Bolivia. Which country in Europe is famous for its canals and windmills? Netherlands. Which country is the birthplace of the Olympic Games? Greece. What is the capital of Spain? Madrid. What is the capital of New Zealand? Wellington. What is the capital of Mexico? Mexico City. What is the capital of Poland? Warsaw. What is the capital of Argentina? Buenos Aires. What is the capital of Greece? Athens. What is the capital of Belgium? Brussels. What is the capital of South Korea? Seoul. What is the capital of Thailand? Bangkok. What is the capital of Vietnam? Hanoi. What is the official language of Egypt? Arabic. What is the official language of Russia? Russian. What is the official language of Israel? Hebrew. What is the official language of Peru? Spanish. What is the official language of South Africa, most spoken? Zulu. What is the currency of Switzerland? Franc. What is the currency of China? Yuan. What is the currency of Japan? Yen. What is the currency of the Netherlands? Euro. What is the currency of Norway? Krona. Which famous ruin is located in Cambodia? Angkor Wat. Where can you see the famous statue of the Little Mermaid? Denmark. Where is the famous landmark Christ the Redeemer statue located? Brazil. Which country has the landmark called the Fairy Chimneys? Turkey. Which ancient stone circle monument is located in England? Stonehenge. Which country is famous for making tacos? Mexico. Pho is a traditional noodle soup from which country? Vietnam. Sushi is a famous dish from which country? Japan. Which country invented French fries? Belgium. Tiramisu is a popular dessert from which country? Italy. What is the largest land animal? African bush elephant. What is the world's fastest bird? The peregrine falcon. Which animal is known for changing its skin color? Chameleon. Which flightless bird is native to Australia? Emu. Which fish is known for making electric shocks? Electric eel.
Which large African animal needs the most water daily? Hippopotamus. What kind of animal is a bat? Mammal. Which animal has the longest lifespan? Greenland shark. Which large feline has the loudest roar? Lion. Which common insect has 5 eyes? Bee. How many muscles are in the human body? Over 600. Which organ cleans the blood and removes waste? Kidney. Which organ produces insulin to regulate sugar? Pancreas. Which part of the blood helps it to clot when injured? Platelets. Which type of blood vessel carries blood away from the heart? Arteries. Which vitamin is produced when sunlight touches the skin? Vitamin D. What is the protective outer layer of the skin called? Epidermis. Which cells in the blood fight off germs and disease? White blood cells. What is the smallest bone in the human body? Stapes, ear. What does DNA stand for? Deoxyribonucleic acid. What is an eight-sided shape called? Octagon. What is a shape with four equal sides and four right angles? Square. How many sides does a cylinder have? Three. How many kilograms are in 1 metric ton? $1,000. How many milliliters are in 1 liter? $1,000. How many years are in a millennium? $1,000. How many seconds are in 1 minute? 60. How many zeros are in 1 million? 6. How many days does the month of June have? 30. How many days are usually in a common year? 365. What is 25 plus 15 plus 10? 50. What is 110 plus 25? 135. What is 95 minus 40? 55. What is 150 minus 65? 85. What is 100 divided by 4? 25. What is SAP? What is 49 divided by 7? 7. What is 64 divided by 8? 8. What is 6 times 9? 54. What is 12 times 5? 60. What is double of 15.5? 31. What is the main ingredient in chocolate? Cacao bean. Which famous river flows through London? River Thames. What is the chemical symbol for gold? AU. Which planet is known as the red planet? Mars. Who was the first person to walk on the moon? Neil Armstrong.
How many questions did you get right? Tell us your score in the comments below. If you enjoyed this quiz, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Keep your brain active and check out our next quiz video right now.